Is it working? I think it might actually be working. Let's see if it's working. Okay, is this working? Holy shit, I think it might be working. Maybe working? I think it is. Holy shit. Okay. Sorry, I had a bit of a problem with an echo there for a minute, and I didn't really want to subject y'all to that. So, yeah, it took a little bit to actually get started. So, anyway, my name's Astrius Catfox. Excuse me, Astrius Cat Yodi. Still going occasionally by my old name, it seems like. I do have some foxy tendencies. Anyway, I am a veterinary technician. I am here to talk about a particular veterinary topic. This evening, it will be heartworm disease. Dun, 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 dun. A topic that is really not talked about enough, and it ought to be. Per my usual, I will state for the record that all of the information that I will be giving this evening is per my own experience, education, and knowledge. Take absolutely nothing as to what I say as 100% gospel truth. Medicine is not an exact science as much as we like to pretend it is. All bodies behave a little bit differently. There is no such thing as proven science. There is only suggested outcome and statistic anomalies. Anyway, so that being said, always consult your veterinarian whenever you have actual questions about your own pet. I will help you as much as I can if you have any questions. But if you do actually stump me, I will always tell you to go talk to the doctor. Let's go ahead and get started here. When sorrow pass. I'll go ahead and change the layout so y'all can see me. Da, 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 da. There I am. There we go. Now we can actually see what we're doing. So, heartworm disease. Woohoo! Cool topic, right? Right? Everybody loves heartworm disease. No, you don't. So, heartworm disease is something that really ought to be talked about a lot more in really every in really just about every circle that I know of, and there's a very good reason for that. That's because it's fatal. So everybody thinks of parasites as like fucking I don't know, fleas, ticks, tapeworms. Jesus Christ, those things suck. Oh, my health is like next to nil. That's why. And yeah, those are all parasites. Those all suck. But you know what sucks even more? Things that'll kill your pet. Those suck a lot. So, tapeworms, whatnot, yes, those are problematic. They will, in fact, cause significant damage to your pet. Fleas, ticks, same thing. Fleas, in fact, can kill your pet, based entirely on the fact that fleas can cause very severe anemia that can cause them to just die because they don't have enough blood in their body. Same thing with ticks. Also, ticks carry diseases. Everybody knows these things are extraordinarily dangerous. But there's also other things that are just as bad. And heartworms are one of them. Heartworms are, as suggested by the name, worms that live in the heart. No, that's not just a funny little name, unlike hookworms or roundworms or tapeworms, where it's just, oh, well, that's what they look like. No, heartworms are actually in your heart, and that's a problem. To note, they're not actually in your heart. Humans cannot get heartworm disease, which is comforting, I hope, that you are immune to heartworm disease. But dogs and cats, not so much. It is primarily a... Ow, fuck. Don't latch onto it, you dumbass. It is primarily a dog disease. It is supposed to be... Ow, fuck. It is supposed to be a dog disease. Is that... Maybe I should go to the right first. When I say supposed to, I mean all parasites have a primary host. Well, okay, most parasites have a primary host. but they can and will sometimes affect secondary hosts. For example, a particular kind of flea, yes, there are different species of flea, is well known to infect cats and dogs, but generally speaking, it will not infect rabbits. There's a reason for that, because rabbits are not its main source of food, etc. It is not a rabbit-specific flea. There are rabbit-specific fleas, and generally speaking, they will not They will not bother dogs or cats. Ooh, I'm going hard mode. I've only got 3 health. I should just keep saving it back and forth until I get a little bit more health. So, I mean, it's not too out of the realm of possibility that you run into a worm that likes a particular fucking hell species, but also has a penchant for going after another one. By the way, if I sound a little out of it, it's because I've been struggling a lot lately. It's been very hard. Pretty much everybody I know, by the way, is going through some form of depression or another, so please take care of yourself. So, where was I? Yes. Heartworms largely infect dogs. That is their, primary host. They are transmitted via mosquitoes. That's a good place to start. And that means anytime you are outside or inside, because everybody knows mosquitoes can and will and do get in the house, and that's always a pain in the ass. It is, however, factual that you may encounter a mosquito in your house that is carrying heartworm disease. It is transmitted via a bite, as one might expect with most mosquito-borne diseases. That is the case here. And when it comes to transmission source, it's from biting an infected host and then and biting a non-infected host, because as we all know, plot point. I think I get to like bash through things going up or down now, or up down to the side. Charge jump, yes, bitches. Left trigger until fully charged, and then A to leap extra high. Okay. Save it. Okay, left trigger. No. Left. That's the wrong left trigger. I just hit myself in the face. A. Cool. Neat. So as we all know, that's typically how most mosquitoes will cause their usual infections. Not Lyme disease. Malaria, for example. So when a mosquito bites and takes a blood meal, son of a bitch. Hang on. I have to die a whole bunch here, apparently. Fuck you. There we go. Yay. Oh, shit. They will bite a host initially, and then they will take a blood meal and inject some spit. And in that spit is a little bit of backwash from their previous meal. So when they take a meal, every time they take a meal, they will inject a little bit from their previous meals. And that's usually how they end up transmitting all kinds of diseases. So heartworm disease is different in that you will find yourself basically having to contend with all of the bacteria and all of the microfilaria and all of the everything that any mosquito is is carrying in its proboscis at a given time. So here's the situation. Say you've got a schnauzer and you go to a dog park and there's mosquitoes, because there's always mosquitoes. There's always mosquitoes. And your dog gets bitten by a mosquito that happened to bite a heartworm positive Labrador. So now that schnauzer has been exposed. you won't see any symptoms of it for about 6 months. That's usually how long it takes for... Son of a bitch, I can't get up high enough. That's how long it takes for the antigens to appear, anyway. Now, what I mean by antigens, I mean is your body, the body, dog's body, will do its damnedest to protect itself by creating antigens against the adult heartworms that are alive in it. Now, between that time, the time that you are seeing the evidence of the actual infection and the time that it is infected, what it's actually infecting is not actually the adult heartworms, because that would be almost impossible. Adult heartworms look like spaghetti. Now, remember that part where I said they, live in the heart? Yeah. Imagine a bunch of spaghetti noodles in your heart. It's kind of fucking vile. What they inject are what are called microfilaria. Microfilaria are basically baby heartworms, and they're almost invisible. What am I talking about? You guys know science. So they're microscopic. They live in the blood, and they look like itty-bitty little shoestrings or lint. We can actually see them on blood smears. It's rather frightening, actually. And to that end, that's really one of the only ways you can detect them early, is by is actually doing a test to see. Can I do this? To see whether or not there's, baby heartworms floating around in the blood. Nope, that's not gonna work. Ow, fuck. Let me do this, because I know I'm gonna have to come by here a number of times. Okay, I guess it's the, Oh, sweet Jesus, I made it. Where was I? There's another test called a Knots test that checks for the microfilaria in the bloodstream. It's a little bit more complicated. I'm not going to go into all that because, frankly, I don't 100% stand it myself. Shit! Mostly because of the fact that that's where we run into things like ELISA tests and so on and so forth, and I'm not about that life. So, now you've got your schnauzer. Who is infected with heartworm disease. The microfilaria will migrate from his bloodstream into his lungs. And that is where some of the worst problems will occur for cats. I bring that up because cats, being a secondary host for heartworm disease, this is usually one of the key ways that you will notice that cats even have it, because they will start developing respiratory problems. They'll have asthmatic-like symptoms. They'll have a deep, just croupy kind of cough where it sounds like they're trying to get something out. Ooh, this is pretty. Hang on, I just want to kind of admire the view up here while I'm here. Hey, look, it's Mount Horu. Nah. So if I carry it, does that mean that she can't touch me? Sweet. Uh-oh, plot point. Oh, Gumo. I mean, from the looks of it here, it looks like it's already spewing fire, but maybe that's just me. Oh shit! Part of the forest's on fire now. Okay. So where was I? So cats will develop serious respiratory problems with a heartworm infection. Part of this is just because of the fact that cats have overclocked immune systems as it is, and will react very strongly to having a foreign body of some kind, including parasites, in their lungs. There's countless examples I could give of cats just really and truly coming through in ways that shouldn't be, simply because of the fact that their immune system is just so fucking on point. So when I say they're overclocked, I mean they actually can fight off what would normally be considered a death sentence to a dog. So they've got these little baby worms essentially living in their bodies, in their lungs, in the soft tissue there, and just kind of like, you know what, fine, fuck you, and just go into an inflammatory response so strong that they can just cook them out. And that's terrifying, frankly, if you think about it. But as a result, most cats won't end up with full-fledged heartworm disease to such an extent that they have adults living in their hearts. When they do, generally speaking, the only adults that you will find are numbering maybe 1 or 2, up to maybe 4. You know, it's terribly uncommon, which is a good thing for the cats, because there is no treatment for adult heartworms in cats. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. The drugs that we have that treat heartworm disease in dogs is lethal to cats. The drugs themselves are deadly. So when you're talking about treating an animal with heartworm disease, you have to keep in mind that this is also an animal that may die from the treatment. So you're kind of taking a gamble. So on the one hand, cats are very adept at fighting it off. And again, that's because of the fact that they're not the primary host. How do I... Yeah. No, not that. B. That button. Ooh. I want to defend myself. There we go. And, you know what? Fuck you, bird. Where was I? So, they're good at defending themselves up to a point. They will always have respiratory issues after that. Even if their body does kick the infection, but they will never be the same after that. There's scar tissue. I don't want to draw a comparison, but frankly, it's a little bit like coronavirus for cats in terms of the damage that it can do. Just true devastation to the lung tissue. It's just bad. I mean, you've got baby worms hiding in your alveoli. That's not generally speaking considered good hygiene for the lungs. So that's cats. In dogs, it goes past that point because, well, dogs are the terminus host for this animal, this parasite. And what you'll typically see is a similar kind of lung irritation, but not to a point like you do with cats, where the cats are, trying to cough it out. Dogs are just kind of like, oh, I've got a mild cough or something like that. And sometimes they won't even necessarily exhibit any symptoms of having any issues in their lungs. They'll just be kind of like under the weather, or even not symptomatic at all. And then they get a little bit older. Parasites migrate from the lungs into the heart, and that's when you start having big problems. Heart issues can and do frequently materialize as supposed lung issues. They will start to cough. They will start to have difficulty breathing. They will tire more readily. They'll have exercise intolerance, that kind of a thing. I mean, all jokes aside, actual exercise intolerance. So when you start to notice these symptoms, it could be anything. It could be heart failure. It could be just regular old-fashioned run-of-the-mill cardiovascular disease. You know, it's not something that you can really point to and go, aha, this is heartworm disease. So that's not always the first thing that veterinarians will look to. Often it is, often it's not. It's just kind of where the symptoms are leading them. Because honestly, cardiovascular disease is pretty common in dogs. We're not really sure why, but it is. I've already done this mapstone. I still have a random mapstone and I don't know where it goes to. Oh, fuck. How do I get you open? Oh, shit. I don't know how to get it open. Maybe... You know what? Spider, fuck off. I can't go down. Okay. So the adults will start to migrate into the heart of the dog. As vile as that sounds, it's accurate. And from there, you will start to notice those cardiovascular signs. The coughing and whatnot that start to kind of look like lung problems. And from there is when you're starting to see antigens pop up. Sometimes you won't even see antigens until they're, honest to God, 6 months in, because heartworms don't like to play by the rules and will often as not even show up on a heartworm test. The reason for that is because the only antigen test we have is for the female. Yes, there are male and female heartworms. Unlike, say, tapeworms that just kind of spawn. The female heartworm is what produces the microfilaria that will then go on to be other things. Oh, I can't go that way anymore. Well, shit. What if I want to? There's stuff over there. I want that stuff. Can I break this? Yeah! Okay, I'm a badass. This button. No, grab it. So the antigen test that we have, like I said, is only for the female. They throw off a particular antigen that we can test for, and as a result, we can actually, by combinant ELISA tests, actually detect it. If you have a heart full of male heartworms, that test is going to throw a false negative, as gross as that sounds. I am missing something in these forlorn runes, and that just makes me upset. Can I? No. And that doesn't take effect until the female is sexually mature, at which point, then she starts to give off the antigens. So that's kind of where you're at when it comes to the heartworm disease as it stands in the dog. So what can you do about it? Ow. Well, you can prevent it from happening. There is plenty of heartworm prevention out there, up to and including pills that they can take. There are topical components as well. Hang on a second, I'm trying not to die right there. Ow, fuckers. Booyah! Okay, I think that's all I wanted out of Forlorn Ruins. Yes, it is! So if you prevent the heartworm disease from ever occurring in the first place, that is obviously the best option. There are plenty of heartworm preventions out there on the market, but they all require a prescription in order to get. Why is that? That is because if you have a heartworm infection, which is to say you've already got heartworms in the body, and you start using a heartworm prevention, that could kill the heartworms. Now, why is that a bad thing? Because now you've got bits of worm floating around in your body. And I don't mean just in your body, I mean in your bloodstream. And that's bad, okay? Because that's how you end up with things like strokes. You've got these things that are going to clog up all your vessels. It's just bad. Bad, bad, bad. So a veterinarian is going to want to run a heartworm test to make sure that they come up positive or negative or positive before they prescribe that. Because, you know, they don't want to accidentally kill your dude, right? They don't want to kill your dog or your cat. Well, your dog, most likely. There are heartworm preventions in cats as well, in case anybody was asking. And prevention is honestly the best way to do it for cats because, again, there is no cure for cats because the cure will almost certainly kill them. So, prevention is the best way to do things. It's usually monthly. There are some preventions out there. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of called ProHeart. It's an injection, and it basically is a slow-release medication. It's encapsulated in little medicated microbeads, essentially. And you don't just straight up die, do you? Oh, okay. And then they slow release over time, over about 6 months. Now, I say 6 months, but I actually mean 6 months in the US. The reason I say that is because the US is behind the game, and there are actually plenty of places outside the US that have access to ProHeart 12, which lasts for 12 months. So if you live outside the US, feel free to use ProHeart 12. That stuff does work very well. It's very uncommon for there to be side effects with it. I have known one dog in particular that had anaphylaxis as a response to a ProHeart injection. It was easily treated and had no other issues. Not terribly common. I think out of all of the dogs I've seen given ProHeart, I think it's just the one. So really and truly, it's a very safe drug, all things considered. Let's see if I can get this. Yes, that's how you do it. Sweet. I thought that thing was already lit. That's why I passed it earlier. So if the monthly tablet doesn't sound like a good idea to you, if you're too forgetful to do the monthly topical, if you just have a picky dog and you don't want to have to force pill them, that kind of a thing, you can generally find access to the injectable. You just have to find a veterinarian that carries it. That's literally all it takes. So prevention, ounce of prevention is worth a pound. It was worth ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure. I need more wine. Failing that, now you say you have your schnauzer has heartworm disease from the previous example I gave. Well, the first thing you do is you go to the veterinarian and confirm that that is in fact the case. You don't want to go off half-cocked thinking, oh my god, my dog has heartworm disease because he's coughing. No, it may actually just be run-of-the-mill, cardiovascular disease, which is a completely different treatment altogether. However, the treatments are expensive, and they take a lot of work. I will say that right now. When I say they take a lot of work, I don't mean that, you have to give pills to your dog every 6 hours or whatever it is. That would be easy by comparison. I mean your dog has to be given a medication that will kill the heartworms and then has to be on strict kennel rest for about 6 months. That was not a misstatement. About 6 months. Now, think about that if you have, say, a very exuberant husky or a Labrador, or any other really high-energy dog that just will not stay still, even on a good day, when you're not trying to, save its life. So, it's daunting. It's absolutely daunting to try and treat these animals. If you've got, like a Cavalier King Charles or something like that that's basically half rug anyway, that's not going to be as much of a challenge. But most people don't have those these days. They have the doodles. They have, the Huskies, they have the German Shorthair Pointers, they have the high energy let's go play dogs. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means that the treatment is really going to suck for you. Oh, and each treatment costs roughly, I want to say, about $500, give or take. And there's 3 of them. When I said they were expensive, I meant fucking expensive. It's one of the only methods we have right now. We give an injection of something that kills off the heartworms. We give basically a drug that prevents the body from reacting too strongly to it, and then we lock them in a kennel for several hours while we just kind of watch them to make sure that they don't have an anaphylactic reaction to the drug that we just gave them. And then in a couple of months, we do that again. And then a couple more, weeks or days pass, and we'll do it again. And we do that constantly until it's better. No, it is not a year and a half of kennel rest. It's 3 treatments over 6 months. Most recently, had a patient come in who was a husky. And bless his heart, he was a sweetie. An absolute sweetie. Named Stryker. And he was heartworm positive. And he had to be put on trazodone, which if you're not familiar with what trazodone is, it is a very powerful sedative. And that was how she managed to keep him on kennel rest, because he's a husky. He doesn't want to do kennel rest. He wants to go out and go play. And she basically had to drug him into submission in order to save his life for 6 months, which means she had to pill him every day anyway. So it's not fun at all trying to do this. It is truly the opposite of what any veterinarian wants to have in their clinic, because you're not even really doing anything with this patient other than giving them an injection and waiting, just kind of hoping they don't react badly. And like I said, that treatment is toxic to cats. So, with cats it's a death sentence. With dogs it's just a pain in the ass. So we don't want you to have an animal come in with a positive case. We don't. Everybody thinks, oh, you guys are all in it for the money. No, we're not. And more to the point, we definitely don't want your money for things that are preventative or preventable, because it makes us facepalm more than anything else. For example, I have an acquaintance whose cat is now pregnant again. And I told her to get the female fixed because she was going to go into heat immediately after the kittens were weaned. And here we are. Preventable. We might have to end up euthanizing those kittens. It sucks. And I hate it. And we literally had to go through our doctors and be like, okay, are any of you even comfortable doing that? Or are we going to just kind of force her to raise these kittens because, we don't want to kill them off? It's not fair. But that's medicine. So you can treat it, in dogs anyway. You can prevent it. There's also environmental prevention, which is to say keeping all of your pets on it to prevent any of them, or by on it, I mean prevention. Keeping all of your pets on equal prevention, whether they are indoor only or not, because, and have it, oh my God, the number of people who are like, oh, my dog doesn't need heartworm prevention, he never goes outside, or he doesn't need flea prevention because he's indoor only. That's great, Karen. Really and truly, I'm happy that you think that indoor only is that secure, because it really is by comparison to being outdoors. But to burst your bubble, mosquitoes can still get in your house. And I assure you that most people who say my dog is indoor only, they're talking about their little Chihuahuas and Pomeranians and Corgis and whatnot, those animals still go outside to pee. So that's still outside. So, I mean, it's just frustrating. Anyhow, so that's pretty much the just of taking care of your pets. But when it comes to environmental, if you keep all of your animals on heartworm prevention, you are preventing any of them of becoming a vector to either other animals that are not your own or your own. So there's that. That's an argument for having them on prevention just kind of from the get-go. Sort of like wearing a mask when you go to the grocery store. It's just nice to do because you're protecting other people. I'm gonna fucking warp. This is getting a little out of hand. Can I warp? There's so much in Moon Grotto that I've missed. What the shit? Okay, I'm going back there. I'm a completionist, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. I like to go and get all the little doodads. Oh, god damn it. I didn't mean to... Fucking stop jumping on the trampoline, Ori. Thank you. Additionally, environmental prevention also means making sure that there is nothing in your environment that is hospitable to mosquitoes and their ilk. That means making sure that there's no standing water around you, making sure that you keep damp areas clear of debris, because the adults like to hide in those kind of areas to propagate or to protect themselves when it's cold outside or particularly hot outside. You'll notice that mosquitoes like to come out in the evening when it's cool. That's one of their top feeding times, that in the morning time. They don't like necessarily the heat of the day, so sometimes they will come out for that. And they don't like the dark of night because there's a shit ton of bats out, and they don't want to be a snack. So, generally speaking, they will come out in the crepuscular times. And as a result, you will end up with... ooh, I don't want to go down this way, do I? You'll end up with a lot of leaf piles kind of hiding the adults as they weather over the daytime and the nighttime. So... Oh, come on. Can't I go through there? No? You're not gonna let me through? Booger. So... Oh, that's right. This is the one where I have to dash. There's a lever up here somewhere. Right here. So... that should be enough to at least provide you with insight on how to protect yourself and your pets. Now, in terms of yourself, you don't have to worry about getting heartworm disease yourself because literally your body is completely inhospitable to heartworms. Your body temperature is too low, for one thing. Oh, Jesus. When's the last time I saved? Yeah. How about I go up instead? Can I go up? I just want to go up. Whee! There we go. Shortcut! Oh, I could have just saved right here if I didn't... Anyway. Whee! So, a lot of people don't like to be on heartworm prevention, which I think is really silly. Partly because of the fact that it's inconvenient, but partly because of the fact that it costs money. And people are already feeling like they have to spend a lot of money on things like flea prevention or vaccines. And I get that. You know, owning a pet does cost money, though. And if you're going to protect them, you really do need to actually look at protecting them. Now, I don't want to make anybody feel ashamed here. I found the spot where the mapstone goes. But... it's kind of foolhardy, honestly, to get a pet and then not financially account for that. You know, a lot of people will get a cat or a dog and just be like, oh, I picked up this free kitten. There's no such thing as a free kitten. There's no such thing as a free puppy. Every single one of them eventually costs money. It's just a matter of how much and when. And if you don't take care of if you don't front load the preventative care aspect of things, you will be paying for it later. Whether it's from preventable diseases or parasite, loads that happen, such as heartworm disease, such as fleas. And fleas, man, when you get a flea infestation, that shit takes a lot of effort to clear out. So just do the right thing and, financially take care of your animal. I know it sucks. I know it's inconvenient. But if it's that much of a problem, then maybe you should really evaluate why you're getting the pet. Is it for the pet's sake, or is it for yours? Because, I mean, let's think about the fairness of the animal here. They don't have a choice. If you adopt them, that's, I mean, you're in control here. You have them in a box, you take them home, you keep them in the home. It's a little, yeah. Where's the B button? There we go. Sweet. Just decked out my tree. I don't need any more XP, but I'm going to get all the little points anyway. So really and truly, heartworm prevention should be about as natural as getting food for your pet, as getting flea prevention for your pet, as, well, just about everything. What the shit? How do I... Oh. I got stuck over here the last time and I never came back to it. So it should just be a part of the regimen. It should be just as much of a regimen as doing puppy and kitten boosters. It's... honestly, it's crucial to their well-being. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. A lot of people don't want to think, oh gosh, you know, you're just saying that to get my money. This is totally gonna fucking backfire, isn't it? I swear I am not saying this to get your money, because I'm not making anything off of you getting heartworm prevention for your animal at this point. Because for all I know, you live in Timbuktu. Whoever's listening. So, while I'm on that subject, actually, why does everybody think that we work for Big Corps? We really don't. We don't make a fucking dime off of Big Corp stuff. So it's like, I don't know where y'all think that we get bonuses or whatnot. Ooh! From, I don't know, Royal Canin, from Hills. You know the most, like, impressive thing I got from a drug rep? I got a little thing that I can stick on my purse. It's basically a little caddy hook doohickey that holds hand sanitizer. That is it. That's all I've gotten. I've gotten pens, I've gotten stickers, I've gotten the most useless shit. It's not like I'm rolling in dough over here because of drug reps and whatnot. So I don't know where that idea comes from. No, veterinarians don't get any more cool shit than we do. So stop thinking that we're pushing this stuff on you because we want your money. We really and truly just want to not have to treat heartworm disease because that shit's gross. In terms of its fatality, yes. Untreated heartworm disease is lethal. It will kill your animal. And slowly and painfully. Basically, they suffocate because their body cannot get enough oxygen because their heart can't pump. It's really and truly that simple. Their heart can't function. And eventually it leads to heart failure, and then they just die. Don't do that to your dog. Or your cat. Just don't. So that's basically my spiel on heartworm disease up to this point. I don't have a whole hell of a lot to offer at this point other than that. I did promise, however, a really cool story from this week, and I will be more than happy to relay that now if anybody doesn't have any questions about heartworm disease. We had, if everyone's ready for it, a pet come in who had been spayed last month. She weighed about 70, 80 pounds, somewhere around there. She's a farm dog. She's a outdoor-only, some kind of shepherd mix that I'd never even heard of before. You'll have to forgive me for my ignorance when it comes to the breed. Kind of looks like a Great Pyrenees, but it's not. Not terribly well socialized because, again, the only thing that she's there for, really, her and her brother, who has been neutered so that they don't breed, is protecting sheep from coyotes, foxes, and cougars, which we have in our area. So, ow, you son of a bitch. So she comes in a month later. Now, you asked me why a month later, but this happens all the time. Do we see heartworm disease in other animals, gerbils, hamsters, bunnies, etc.? Not typically, no. They are, their bodies aren't exactly... The hamsters are disease. Their bodies aren't typically meant for it, nor built for it to such a capacity that they can be a good environment for the virus. So, no. Typically speaking, I think the only thing that you might see it in is ferrets, and even then, it's exceptionally rare. Some of it has to do with pH of blood, some of it has to do with blood antigens, some of it has to do with body temperature. So, no, you don't typically see it in anything else. So anyway, this shepherd comes in, and her mom is like, yeah, I don't know, something's wrong. She seems kind of lethargic, she's not really eating. Son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? Okay. And she's just not acting right. So we bring her in, and remember how I said she weighs like, oh, I don't know, 70 to 80 pounds? Yeah, she weighs 50 now. It's been a month, and she weighs 50 pounds. So, what the hell's going on is the first question. Why has she lost so much weight? She's just thin as a rake. She's got no body anymore. She's just bones with fur on top of it. And it's just honestly ghastly. Her coat is matted and gross. She's just not a healthy animal at all by any stretch. And so, ow. When we do the exam, her abdomen is painful, but non-localized. It's like it's not showing us where. So we recommend doing x-rays. And the owner's like, yeah, sure, go right ahead. You know, because, you know, I don't know what the hell's going on. She won't eat. She drinks a little water. She throws it back up. And we're thinking foreign object, maybe. Because she's a farm dog. Maybe she ate a bone or something. Well, we look at the x-ray. And there's a condition called ileus, where there's literally nothing but gas in the bowel. Literally nothing. Just giant sausages filled with air. And that's exactly what she looks like. She's just nothing but intestines full of air, and we have no idea why, because we can't see anything in there. As far as we can tell, there's nothing blocking her intestines. There's no objects we can see. Now, not everything is radio opaque, so maybe it's just something we don't see. Maybe she just ate some cloth or some rawhide or something. Balloon animals, yeah. No shit. Kind of look like balloon animals. So maybe, just maybe, there's something in there that we're not seeing. So we do an exploratory surgery. And there wasn't anything in her bowel, etc., that was blocking things up. Though there was something clearly that pissed it off, because it had done what is called an intussusception, which is when, okay, imagine you take off your sock, okay? Take off your sock, and you kind of roll it a little bit when you take it off. So now part of your sock is inside and part of your sock is outside at the same time, but it's still the same sock. That's kind of what happened to her intestine. It's basically when the intestine folds in upon itself to such an extent that it kind of starts trying to digest itself a little. It doesn't actually, it's not capable of doing that, but it's almost as if it were. It's like Ouroboros, only from the inside instead of the out. That was dumb. It's right underneath that thing. So the only thing to do is to basically untie the knots of her intestines. And these things are so full of gas, they look like kielbasa's. It's ridiculous. And the doctor's just gently holding them, trying not to burst anything, because these balloon animals can and will pop. And, ooh, there we go. Almost died there. And yeah. Shit, I want to go that way. Wait, there's a thing here. No! Oh, that was close. Shit! Why can't you do the command when I want you to? There! Oh, for fuck's sake. So basically, my doctor goes into surgery and has to untie intestines. Now, my doctor, bless his heart, wanted to go to his foreign exchange student's graduation that day. Yeah, guess what didn't happen? So he worked all the way through his lunch. He worked all the way into his appointments on this dog to get her intestines untied. And she's made a full recovery. We just got her back in today. She is 100% back to her usual self. She, in fact, has gained her weight back. She is now 72 pounds, and she's going to be okay as long as this doesn't happen again. So that's my cool story for today, for this week. I wanted to make sure that it was a success story before I told it, because I knew that I would jinx it if I didn't. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we run into sometimes, where it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, this animal's insides are just trying to stay inside themselves because reasons. So, I mean, you know, this just another day in the job. That being said, I am just about at time. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Oh, I wanted to, real quick before I go too much further, drop a link here. Not that link. The other link. For a donation to the bailout fund, the Bail Project. It is to help with bail on basically all of the wrongfully imprisoned protesters who are currently on trumped up charges, to kind of get them out of the system, because really and truly the prison system is fucked, and there are going to be a lot of people right now who are suffering needlessly on bullshit charges just for practicing their First Amendment rights, and that shit ain't okay. So if we can keep these people out and free, that'll help prevent them from ending up with wrongful job loss due to this, and so on and so forth. So really and truly, if you can donate, awesome. If you can't, don't feel bad. Just make sure that you don't give up the fight, because we got a long way to go on all this. I don't know what I just did, but I hope it was good. Maybe it was this far. Oh god! Big spiky brain animal. Die, big spiky brain animal. Whee! Jesus Christ, there's still a lot of things. Oh, that's on the path out of here. Okay. Once again, I am a completionist, so. I also die a lot because I'm a terrible person in terms of remembering to save my games. You can actually ask my husband on that one. He drives him nuts. We'll play Baldur's Gate together or something like that, and he'll be like, have you saved? Don't forget to save. And it's good, too, because sometimes I'll actually forget to save at a crucial point, and then we'll both be fucked. Because we're playing together, and it's like, fuck. We have to go all the way back and go through all the dialogue all over again. It's stupid, and yada yada, and it's my fault. Because I didn't save. Because I'm a dingbat. Story of my life. Where is the stupid switch? It switches the switch that does the thing that I want it to do. So I want down there. And I can't find the switchy switch that does the cool thing. Where's the awesome setting? Maybe it's... No, that's not breakable. Okay. No. Anyway, I'm just gonna kind of put her around. Like I said, I've been going through some shit recently. Pretty much everybody I know has, to be completely honest. So if you're struggling, don't feel like you're alone. We kind of all are right now, and it's bullshit. Don't feel like you have to go through it alone, by the way. If you need to talk, shoot me a DM or something. There's the awesome setting. I may not have any words of advice for you, but I can commiserate. I know that's not much, but sometimes it helps. And sometimes I can be helpful because I'm kind of an old fart compared to a lot of folks. So even though I may sound young, no, seriously, a lot of people think I'm like 10 years younger than I am. I don't know why. Blessed with good genes, I guess. I don't know. Except my genes are actually crappy because, like, there's a lot of health problems in my family. I'm probably going to get glaucoma, for example. Isn't that awesome? So, yeah. There's a lot of crap going on in the world right now. It's okay to feel depressed. It's okay to have problems. It's okay to be angry. So don't feel like you have to be happy and cheerful all the time. God knows I'm not. You know, I just got told today that we might have to euthanize a bunch of kittens because somebody was irresponsible. I'm gonna be a little pissed about that. That's okay. It's okay for me to be angry about that. So don't feel like you can't have emotions. Really and truly. In fact, you should have emotions. Those are healthy. Sociopaths don't have those. So if you're pissed, that's good. That means you might not be a sociopath. I don't know. I'm making this shit up as I go. I can't tell if anybody else has any questions because my laptop just turned off. Very sad. Ah! No more questions. Okay, cool. Well, I hope this wasn't a terribly boring episode for everybody. I know it wasn't the usual cheerful, awesome stuff that I usually do. Not everything's going to be 100% all the time. Ah! I'm being loogied upon! Ah! But, you know, that's just going to happen. Not everything is 100% on all the time. And don't feel like you need to be on 100% on all the time either. Make sure that you give yourself permission to fuck up. Give yourself permission to grow. And give yourself permission to experience the feelings that come to you. And be with that. Because we're all human. And we deserve to give each other and ourselves a little bit of fucking space, you know? By the way, in case you haven't noticed, rhinoceri are really fucking cute. They have, like, the cutest little clover toes ever, as my husband pointed out to me. And elephants are just as fucking cute. So if you find yourself wanting to do something animal related in terms of charities and whatnot, try looking up an elephant sanctuary or a rhino protection project, because that is always a worthy fucking cause. Also, oh, ow. My husband points out that you can actually scratch the part of a rhino in front of its horn, because they can't itch that spot, and so they really enjoy getting nose scritches. I guess it's kind of like butt scritches for dogs. So, yeah, if you ever get a chance to pet a rhino, I mean, freaking do it. You only live once, right? Finally got that. Jesus Christ. What time is it? It's time for more wine. It's 8:27 at this point. I didn't do a whole lot of story advancement today. I hope you don't hold that against me. I was thinking, oh, well, we'll just go to Mount Horu and freaking beat the game tonight. But honestly, as wonky as I feel this evening, I just wasn't feeling it. So fucking around and getting upgrades and whatnot will make me more powerful. It's in order to take it on. My voice doesn't go that low. I can't sound intimidating enough. Damn it. Oh, apparently my husband's going to offer. Hang on a second. Hang on. More power. Oh, I can't do it. Okay. Oh.
More power.
Oh, there we go. That's much better. Yep. See, I could never be a voice actor. I can't do that. I can do a witch laugh really well. But that's, I mean, anybody can do that. Yeah, nobody else has a demon voice quite like my husband does. Or at least I don't. So yeah. So I've got a whole bunch of power-ups. I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of surviving the Hollow Grove. Shit, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff in here. Neat. Oh, only 99% in Blackroot Burrows. What? What did I miss? What did I miss? Jeez. I don't know. I guess it couldn't be that important. You know what? I think I remember that. Ah, shit. Somehow or other I missed a power-up in Ginso Tree. Well, fuck. You can't go back in it now because it's, like, full of water. Oh, well. No completionist shit for me this time around, I guess. Is what it is. Can't be 100% all the time. So, yeah. I will likely be doing the Veil project again for my next stream as well, just because it's a really good freaking project to have right now, or a charity to have. It is currently the 22nd, which means my next stream will be July 6th. So, I will be posting the next poll for whatever that topic will be. Stay tuned. Be active in the Twitter poll if you wish to see something in particular. You're always free to suggest it. You do not have to just go by what I have on there. Sometimes I feel like I'm running out of topics, and then I think of something like, anal glands, which, I think they're fun. Because I get to make them explode. So anyway, yeah, if you have any suggestions, feel free to throw them out there. Otherwise, I will see you on July 6th. Have a safe 4th of July. Don't forget that all holidays matter. And I'll see you next time. Everybody take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. 6 feet distance. Wear a mask. Bye.